Good, everybody. It's Pigs Eat People here. This time, I'm recording correctly and not almost in the afternoon. But anyways, let's get into it right now immediately. Okay, we'll just skip a couple days later to Deku getting into UA. Obviously. And he gets there. Deku is told that he has to be excluded from the exams Zawa needs to run because he's a robot. He'd basically just win in every challenge. Strength, speed, agility, strength. You know the diff. Robots are strong. Sadeko just agrees, sits down, waits. Next day is the way sports, not the USJ. Yeah. All right. Sadeko's sitting on the bus. Everyone's around him. Ida's not talking. Till Sue starts explaining starts talking about who the strongest person is here. Obviously, they didn't see Deku just leap over the walls and destroy the robots. So they don't really know how strong he is. So they all say it's like Bakugo or Todoroki. Not Deku, though, because they don't know Deku can just cleave through the robot they were struggling to destroy. Alright. Then they get there. They get off the bus. Then they exit. They enter the USJ. And Deku already has senses off, so he starts walking towards Aizawa until the villains already are there. So he just has to tell him, I guess I was too slow. Huh? Nothing. And then the portal starts showing up. But instead of Deku getting caught, he blitzes away. Like he hops down the stairs instead of getting captured. Eventually he hits the ground. Everyone tries to jump him. But Deku just completely and utterly annihilates all of them. Just cleaning their clocks all over the place. And even using lasers to shoot off projectiles they're shooting at him. And he's punching them in the face with rocket punches. And then he even pulls out a blade at one point to like parry people's sharp attacks. So he's able to hit them. Basically, yeah, he's just weaving all their attacks, hitting them. Eventually, he gets a lot of them to the point where the Nomus charged after him. But Deku, in a surprising turn of events, dodges it, and then his eye starts glowing, and then he shoots a freaking laser beam out of his eye. Then just incinerates the Nomu's head. But it regenerates immediately. And then crushes the tries to crush Deku, but he dodges again. Then he dodges and dodges. He's trying really hard not to die. Because he's pretty fragile. Well, he could tank a hit, but he doesn't know if he could take another one. So he's swinging and dodging at the same time. Swinging and dodging at the same time. Skins in not doing a lot to him, but definitely swings. Eventually, Deku, heart. Then he clicks on his chest area, and then his shoulders start blazing. Then his shoulders get on fire, and then he starts blitzing around the Nomu, eventually getting a real good swing on the Nomu. So hard that it made it freaking eat the ground, and then Deku picked him up, jets into the air, then flips him in the air, grabs his arm, and then just starts spinning with the Nomu. The Nomu's barfing all over the place because it still has an immune system. Then he throws it to the ground. Anyway, the Deku gets there immediately on the ground. Then then his hands turn into actual cannons. He claps them together, makes it into a bigger cannon, and then just shoots just a massive fire beam at him, almost basically turning the Nomu to ash. But it also regenerates from that. It goes to swing at Deku, but Deku catches his hand and tears it off and slams him to the ground. And then the Nomu tries to swing at Deku, but Deku uses the Nobu's hand as a shield, which it destroys its arm, which makes it regenerated. And then Deku picks up on that immediately and thinks of a way to actually defeat this thing. Then finally, he shoots out his blade, but this time it's on fire. Fire blade. Then starts blitzing around the Nomu until he gets an cleave, arm off. Then he kicks the arm away, really far away. And then Nomu doesn't regrow that arm for a bit. So he just keeps blitzing around the Nomu until it becomes itty bitty pieces and then just a head that Deku can catch. And then the Nomu arm starts chasing after Deku, but Deku then cuts that into itty bitty pieces. And obviously, Deku spread them all over the place so they couldn't regenerate each other. So, the Nomu can't regenerate. And then Deku quickly picks up all the pieces individually, puts them in individual casings that he found under the stairs, and then they can't regenerate to each other. And then Deku puts the big one, the big head, into a bigger container. And there's like a hundreds of, probably thousands of pieces in boxes, individual boxes, by the way. And then Deku thumbs up. I think he just heads out. How much time was that? God goodness, God, that was short. But anyways, that's all I wanted. By the way, this is Drive Night. He's fought a guy who can redirect bullets with a finger. Yeah, I'm talking about the cat guy. It's kind of hard for Drive Night to be destroyed that easily, especially since he's so fast. Okay. Well, that's all that I have for you today. Like, subscribe, hit the post notification bells. All that helps me get onto other people's For You page or your friends' For You page. Well, I'll be seeing you. Have a good day or night.